Hi there, this is Joe from Family Camp Tents site, and today I want to present a post that I added to my site with the title Best Rated Snow Peak Camping Tents. Snow Peak is a brand from Japan, and I use their tents. I was in the mountains 6 months ago with one of them. It's included here in the list. So this is the best known outdoor equipment brand from Japan, and they have incredibly unique and reliable large tents on the market. All of them are really totally unique. They make tents but also screen houses. Many of them or some of them you can order just without anything else, just a shell, or better to say fly, and then you can add additional elements to such a shelter. You will see some examples here. So the list currently includes 11 tents. It will be probably some extra tents will be added later, because this is a brand that I appreciate a lot, and I really love to write about them. They make quality products, and I have ordered them by the total covered area. So remember, total covered area, this is not the total floored area. I thought that this would be the way of order them, because this brand has very different inner tents. Sometimes they are quite small and you then have huge living area which is floorless. But of course you want to have a large covered area which you need if it is raining, and I thought this was the proper parameter to use for this list. So the first in the list is my own Snow Peak Alpha Bre St, and this is my picture from a camp near Livigno in the Italian Alps, where I was using this tent. This is a 2-layer tent that you can use in all seasons, no doubt about this. So this, what type it is? Well, with Snow Peak tents, it's really difficult to put them in any particular group. This one could be probably placed within dome tents, but it's more than that. And well, this is the smallest. You have around 7.2 square meters of the floored area, and then there are 2 vestibules with around 3 square meters. So you see it's over 10 square meters. I was using it alone, solo I mean, and it was perfect, of course. Then you have something again totally unique, Snow Peak Dock Dome Pro 6 tent, as the name suggests. It's a more or less a dome style tent with this extension here, where you have vestibule. Again, something extraordinary, which is not unusual for this brand. You have around 8 square meters in the inner, but there is also a vestibule. Then there is Snow Peak Landnest Dome Medium Tent. Well, obviously this is not a dome tent, as you realize from the pictures. This is more a tunnel type tent, but I don't understand why they were using the word dome in the official name. Again, beautiful features here, unique pole system. You see these nice vents on the close to the ground. The tents of Snow Peak usually have such details, so you can expect perfect ventilation in practically every tent of this brand. For example, here I just want to point out waterproof rating for this particular tent is 1800 millimeters. And it's similar to many of the tents from this brand, but you should know that this is always the minimum rating. So they are more waterproof than what this number suggests. And I know from my own experience, for example, my Alpha Breeze, last summer, one night I had 11 hours of rain and no water inside at all. These tents are simply excellent. Then there is Snow Peak Vault Dome Tent Ivory. Again, dome, as you see, this is a tunnel-shaped tent. And Ivory means that they sometimes launch coyote version, brown color, and for some tents, and sometimes they have ivory, like in this tent. The area here is 6.2 inner tent, and then you have more than 5 meters under the two vestibules. And here is something totally unique. Snow Peak Spearhead Pro L tent. You don't know where to put this tent. It has this central pole, but it has these also loops on the side, so it's a mixture of everything, frankly speaking. Anyway, the tent is tall, 280 centimeters, and this is again ivory type, I mean color. Fabric 210D, this is very typical for tents of this brand, and you have more than 14 square meters here. Then something that they call Snow Peak Entry 2-room L-field. Huge tent, more or less tunnel type. You have an inner dome style freestanding tent, and then a huge living room. So the area here is 18.3 square meters total covered area, and the inner is only 6.3. So the tent is officially for, I think, if I remember correctly, well, they say 4 to 8 people. Then there is something quite new, Snow Peak Zika tent. Again, totally unique structure. I don't think you will see anything similar to this. So it's a huge shelter, a peak height 220 centimeters, and you have more than 20 square meters of the area covered here. All these poles are thick, high quality aluminum, excellent waterproof rating of the material, excellent ventilation, many doors and so on. Then there is something they call the Snow Peak Entry Pack TS, and you see here what you have. This is the total area here is 21 square meters. So you have basically 2 tents. This is a connectable design. You have a living area under one dome, and then there is a tent attached to it. Then a Snow Peak Taga tent. This is quite new. They launched it very recently. Again, something unique. You see these poles, they are thick, and again, totally unique design. Aluminum, of course. The total area is 21 square meters under the shell, but you have inner tent here, which is much smaller. Then they have at least 2, maybe even 3 living lodge tents. The version I show here is L, so the largest of them. And well, this is again a tent that is difficult to put in any particular group. You have huge, simply huge living area here, and inner tent in the background. Everything is closable. Of course, there is a link here, just like for any other of these tents, so you can follow it and read everything in detail. And I just point out here that you have around 34 square meters under the shell, and this is completely closable, as I said. And this is the latest, the official name is 65th Anniversary Snow Peak Landbase Pro 6 Pro tent. 6 means that they claim it is for 6 people, but this tent actually has 40 square meters under the shell, and you can order it. I mean, when you order it, it is just the shell. You have to order poles separately. There are 6 of them, thick aluminum poles, and you also order separately all the stakes that the tent requires. And then you can order separately inner tents. Everything is described here in my separate text where all the details are presented. Just to understand here a few features. So these are the inner tents that they suggest that you can put inside, but then you have a huge central area, so you can put any type of freestanding inner tents inside. So this tent can accommodate 15 people easily. It depends simply on how you want to use it. So this is practically one of the largest camping tents that you will find on the market. But of course it's a bit disappointing that they sell all these parts separately. The tent is very expensive, so you practically order the shell alone, and then you add separately, I mean you order separately poles, stakes, and then the inner tents I didn't show, but the inner tent looks like this. So you attach, this is one of them. They are quite large, you see 135 centimeters, but the roof is angled, so it's basically for one person or one adult and one child, for example. So you can actually build this set. You can order one or two of these inner tents and then later add more. It's just the matter of investment and time. Well, that's it that I wanted to say here about this collection. As I mentioned, it will be updated. I shall likely add more texts, more tents here, so you perhaps would want to bookmark this post and keep as a reference. And if you find this presentation useful, please subscribe to my channel, give me a like, and thank you for watching.